Hi Aries, welcome to your 17th to the 24th of November 2024. So if you want to book in a personal, 2025 is now available. It's the must-have reading, okay, because it covers your whole of 2025. It gives you deep insight, things you need to know, love, career, all of this. There's a brand new Celtic, so this is the Celtic Cross. It's an awesome read. You can check it out. Everything is in the site on my website underneath the video or in the comments section to access the website. You can also join the community. Okay, this is just for people who want a personal. There's love audios, career audios, budget for everybody. There's gift certificates now. So for Christmas, if you want to book someone a reading, you can buy a gift certificate. Sorry, I've got because there's been all shit going around. Check everything out in the description box below. Like the video if you want to see more and comment. What are the messages for Aries this week, please? What are the messages for Aries? Feeling frustrated. You've got the Strength card reversed. So this is feeling triggered. The shadow in you or the shadow in someone else could be out of control. Some of you might be dealing with a Leo. You might be having issues with a Leo. But in general, this can be a week where things feel out of your control. So this is where you're having emotional reactions or you're having reactions and you feel like you're not in control of yourself, your reflexes. This can be rage, so be careful. But for me, the strength card upright in this particular card, you can see that this person is reined in. This is a person who feels courageous and strong and they feel in control. Whereas with the strength card reversed, this is where we feel like other people have got the control of our life. Other people have got control of our emotions. Other people are dictating our movements, our money. And it irritates the shit out of us, right? But some of you need to be careful because either you're feeling super aggressive. So I had a week in the Scorpio season where if you'd have even looked at me, some people did, I was nearly killing them. I feel like it could be that for some of you. Like, I feel like some of you are just at breaking point. It's like, how much can a person take? Okay, so you do need to be careful with this because when the strength card comes up reversed, it's kind of like we're having reactions and we're not really in control of our reactions. Some of your shadow is dominating, or maybe you're dealing with people in their shadow and they're trying to dominate you and scare you and make you kowtow to them. Okay, um, so we've got some years it's around work. So some years are either frustrated by money or you're frustrated by work. Okay, because the Three of Pentacles would be someone who's forced to go to a job or somebody who kind of feels like they've got to do it. They've got to go to that job. They need the money. Okay. Some of you need to start looking for a new job. Two of Pentacles. There's red flags. Okay. Some of you've got to be careful because there's some kind of nasty battle. So there's something that Aries is feeding. There's something you're doing and it's just not good for you. Now, something I wanted to point out, and in the community, we're going to be talking a lot about this. There's a lot of toxic energy. There's a lot of dysregulation. There's a lot of crazy people now who are not normal anymore, right? And you're picking that up in the field, and I feel like it's really hard to stay focused with the evil eye, the attacks, the people's behavior, just the general energy on a day-to-day basis is just off, right? So yeah, some of you there is red flags around yourself, your own behavior, or people around you. Okay, some of you need to leave a nasty battle or you need to leave a person behind. I heard concede defeat. Don't fight these people. Don't try to change these people. Concede defeat and walk away. Your shadow is trying to tell you about certain people. Your shadow is trying to tell you about a certain environment. So some of you are being forced into a box. You feel like a caged hen. You're in this job and the people there are fucking toxic. The micromanagers, the backstabbers. Like, you can either fight those people, which by the way are everywhere now because there's more weak than strong. I don't know if you've noticed. Okay. You can either fight those people now or you can start looking at how you can leave. So some years it's definitely you're feeling pissed off in a job. You're feeling pissed off by having to be around certain people. Five of Swords people are just people who play mind games. They're nasty. The dirty characters. They have very little power, and people with very little power will do anything to have power. Move on, get away, okay? Um, so yeah, some years it could be managers, it could be certain people who just like they have very little power in their life, they're unhappy people, and so misery loves company, or this is people who want to cause you problems because they're not happy. The Six of Wands is about moving forward, moving on, leaving people who are of bad character and low class behind, not engaging in pettiness. Okay. So I feel like some of yous, it could be a wake up call for you. So if you're the person who's being nasty, if you're the person who is causing problems in a person's life, or you're acting badly, there could be consequences. So the message here is to rein it in. Okay? Because I feel like someone's very egotistical here, and it could be you. The Six of Wands person is prideful and boastful and wants attention, and it could be you. Okay? So you need to be wise now. The Hermit is all about being wise. The Seven of Swords is people who are cunning and sneaky and sly. I feel like someone's salty and bitter. So maybe you're successful, maybe you're winning, maybe you're doing well, and you've got these people who hide in the shadows, trolls, people around you who try to tear you down. Okay? I feel like you need to keep moving forward towards success and not let these people stop you. Don't feed them. Stay balanced. Don't let them stop you, right? Some of yous, it's the general energy. Like, this is random strangers. This is motherfuckers you don't know, you know? Who are mouthpiecing or they're a problem. Like, who the fuck are you? Right? But I feel like we're all being caged in. People are being forced into these boxes. People are being forced into jobs. People are feeling like they're damned if they do and they're damned if they don't. But I think for you as an Aries, you need to put your energy into how you can get away from these people, these places. Some years you're going to calm down if you can move away from this type of stuff. The Fool. Okay, so the Fool, some of yous are playing the Fool, some of yous are acting the Fool. And this is coming with a lot of heat. Some of yous are making enemies, some of yous are planning, some people are planning your downfall. Seven of Swords, Five of Swords. This is, be careful with people now because they're very unhinged. Very unhinged, right? Now, that doesn't mean be scared of them, but I'm saying, like, don't go goading people, don't go playing games, don't go being the fool, don't be going too trustworthy because someone's, on meds. But some of years I just kind of get it as like it's time to think about new terrain, a new direction, right? In other words, you've seen what you need to see in this person, in these people. You've seen what it is, and I feel like the job now is to just move on. I feel like the Aries and the Geminis, we've been fighting the NPCs, we've been fighting the Matrix. These people are whacked. They're whacked. Don't fight it. Like, the goal is to beat the Matrix, get out the Matrix, and get the fuck away from the NPCs. These people are whacked. They're not normal. Okay? The toxic, the backstabbers, they'll do anything to keep themselves safe. They'll throw anyone under the bus, including their own ma. Just classless. Right? So I feel like for some of you Aries, it's time to move on, to go find your soul tribe, to go and find your place, to go find your people who make you feel safe, people who you can express yourself with, people who you're not constantly battling with, people who are not arguing with you all the time and making you your worst version. You need to leave something, Aries, definitely. The Hermit. It's in your long-term interest to make a change. The Hermit, the Hermit is all about wisdom. I feel like also it's about closing a chapter because Hermit rules Virgo, Virgo rules writing. It's in your long-term interest to make a change in behaviour. This is the Death card. Death is the unconscious. So some of you need to think about your actions right now and what you're doing and what you're up to because it's going to come with long-term consequences. Because you could be the person who's pressing buttons, making enemies, being snaky, up to no good. Okay, cut the shit is what I've just said. Um, but some of years it's more about the people around you. It's a job you're in. I've been in all those matrix jobs, and it's always basic people. They've got no talent. They got the job because they fucked someone, or they got the job because they licked ass, or like, it's classless. They don't win on merit. It's never merit. It's always who they knew, or how they snaked up an ass, or how they, bent over the table. Like, it's never on merit. Matrix people never win in merit. They played the game. They followed the system. Like, that's it. You know? They looked at who they could throw under the bus so that they could get on the bus. Like, they just lack all class and character. And I do think I know this for me. 2024 has made us insane because we're having to be around these people. We're having to accommodate these people. They're just, no. I feel like now is a time for people to decide which side you sit on. Is it the matrix? Is it the system? Is it people who act like this, or is it people who win on merit? People of good character, people who are getting the shit together. They're not projecting, they're not deflecting, they're not blaming. Right? I feel like there is a lot of people now, and I'm not trying to be mean, but they need psychiatric care. You can see it. And honestly, if you travel, they need psychiatric care. These are not people you can talk to or reach. They need help. And I'm not, some people are just generally a little bit of a mess from everything that's happened in the last 4 years, which is fair enough. Is anyone really normal now? But there's a difference between people who are struggling and then people who are harming people and being nasty, and you know what I mean? There's a difference between people who are struggling and then just the plain nasty. And I feel like for some of you, you're dealing with the plain nasty. They know exactly what they're doing. Or some of yous, it could be you know exactly what you're doing. And you're kind of thinking that there's not going to be any consequences, but some motherfuckers have clocked you, and there's going to be consequences. So there's a strong warning for some of you Aries to really get in your own shit, to mind your business, to watch what you're doing now. Because I do think we're also living in a time where people have very little to lose, and they're the people you don't fuck with. People with everything and people with nothing are the people you don't fuck with. Okay? People who have kids and lives and they care about living and breathing, yeah, them motherfuckers will pretty much be peaceful. But the ones with nothing to lose and the ones with everything, yeah, they're the console come for you. So there's a strong message there for some of yous. Some of yous, I like Aries. Aries are just, you can't be in a box. The Matrix isn't for you. You're not a snake. You're not a conformist. You're not weak. You're not a sheep. You know, you're someone who likes to express yourself. You're very fiery. You're very independent. And you can't be around people who are incompetent or fake people or bad vibes. Like, you like to be yourself. So, some years, what I'm getting is 2025 is an opportunity to go and live a new life. That's what I'm saying. Like, there's many ways to live in the world, and I think humans have boxed themselves into these realities. Like, there is so many ways that you can live. You can live in the mountains, you can live in a camper van, you can do anything you fucking want when your mind is open. The cage you're in is a cage that you've allowed yourself to be in, or you're keeping yourself in. There is no cage. There is no prison. Okay, but people allow themselves to be imprisoned in the mind through belief system, and then they end up imprisoned. So I feel like Aries, your soul is calling to you. These triggers, this anger, this resentment towards people around you, the system, whatever it is, the job you're working in, the marriage, whatever it is, it's just a sign. Okay, stop trying to fight to change things, see them for what they are, and yes, take the hard path of making a change, because if you do, it's going to be a good one. Okay, I just think some of you are in a place like where it's like, I can't do this anymore. So some of you have fought and fought and fought, and you've kind of shut up and put up and put up, and you've tried to make jokes and stuff like that, but no, it's no longer funny. Because even me this year, I've been like, is this a joke? And then I find myself saying afterwards, like, no, this just isn't funny. Like, the way people are acting, the general demeanour, you go into accommodation and you're having to accommodate people who are supposed to be accommodating you. You're being rid over the fence. You're paying for a flight and then you have to pay for the seat. What do you mean I have to pay for the seat? I've just paid for the flight. It's insane what is happening. you know? Um, and I think a lot of humans have kind of shut up and put up, but like some humans are just like, no, like, no, I'm not doing this. Like, but I'm saying instead of fighting the toxic people that are everywhere, the sheep that are everywhere, the just get away from it. Think about, if I was really living in my power and in my potential and I was going to be happy, what would that life look like? Everyone's different. You know, some people need the heat of other human beings and the attention. What is it you need to be happy, healthy, and fulfilled? And if it's not the current reality you're living in, you can either fight it, you can get all mad about it, you can be in constant battles every day, or you can say, do you know what? I'm just going to leave. That's what some of us need to do right now, concede the battle. I think some of you are kind of fighting this because you don't want to concede defeat. You don't want to look like you failed. But he who laughs last laughs loudest. A lot of people have failed and they don't even know it. No one's going to remember their name. They're not going to be someone who in the future their predecessors look at and say, oh, that was such a G. They're going to be unmemorable, you know? And you're out here fighting with the unmemorable. They came, they saw, they left. Okay, like it's just like, I don't know, there's some people who I don't think you should respect them. I don't think you should fuck with them. I think no. You're a loser. You're a sellout. And you're mad and bitter because motherfuckers want more and you want to keep them with you. Right? So yeah, there's a lot of those people, and I think Aries is being triggered by those people. But I think 2025 is moving into your true vibe, getting around people who are just like you, getting around what works for you. And again, it's just about, I think a lot of people are complaining about the matrix and the system and the corruption. And okay, so do something about it. Leave. Go to a new country, create a new way of life, get around people who make you feel inspired, not tired. Stop holding on to your comfort zone and then complaining you're miserable. Because that's what I'm getting for some of you Aries. Like, this is about you. For some of you, I'm also getting that someone is going to end it with you. You're not going to like this right now, but this person doesn't like you anymore. This is, you know, where you're with a person and then over time you like really see who that person is. I feel like this person is feeling that way about you. So I'm getting Virgo, I'm getting Scorpio, but I'm getting someone who really doesn't like a person. And this could be a person who you shared an intimate connection with, or it could be someone you had a good friendship with. This is a content creator or someone you've been following for a long time and you really like this person. But I feel like this is now a person who puts a bad taste in your mouth, like you don't like this person or they don't like you. You know? And it's a bit of a tragedy because this was a friendship of long standing. This was a marriage. This was someone you trusted as a teacher but now, or the opposite way around. Okay, but the message I'm getting for you this week is like, think about what you're doing right now. Think about it. This could be self-sabotage. It could be drugs. It could be self-damage. Okay, think about what you're doing right now because there is going to be long-term consequences. Ace of Pentacles. I'm also getting like a job loss. So this week it could be that there's nastiness going on, there's gossip going on, there's people trying to spite people, and I'm getting someone getting sacked. It could be you. Okay. So this could be someone who's just out to get someone. Ace of Pentacles reversed. So this came out upright and then it tipped reversed. This is you and you're moving forward, but then this is you not able to move. You're blocked in some way. I'm also getting a connection that ends up ending. Someone ghosts someone or blocks someone or wants no contact with someone. So for some of you, something is coming to an end, and Virgo is coming up really strongly here. So it could be a Virgo is ending it with you or you're ending it with them. But yeah, something is coming to its end. For the Aries woman, it's gonna it's gonna end with you because there's someone else. Yeah. So I think you were talking to someone or sleeping with someone or connecting with someone, and you've been stressing over this person, but I feel like this person, it's come to an end. Could be another woman. But the strong caution for you this week is around watching your attitude, especially if other people have got the power. So in other words, if you don't want to get sacked, now might be a time to shut your mouth, not be running around in your ego. Be careful who you trust and be careful what you're saying, because you don't have the power. And so other people have got power over your bag. They've got power over your life in a sense. Okay. Some of the signs are showing, because this is a person who's getting heavy signals. So the signs are showing that a job is on the rocks. The signs are showing that there's cracks in a relationship, that there's someone else. And you add the judgment card. So the judgment card is all about paying attention to the red flags. If you go onto the website, there's a divine messages, and it'll give you divine guidance at this time, because you might need to connect with your archangels. You might need to connect with higher guidance. I've really thought about the readings I've put on the website, to check them out. But yeah, I feel like now some of yous, other people could be salty because you've took your power back. So for the Aries who are listening to this and they're like, no, I'm in a good place, it's like, watch the people around you. Okay? But I feel like now is a time to be cautious with what you're sharing, who you're trusting. There's a snake in the grass. Now, the Fool upright is somebody who's kind of whimsical, they're kind of running off, they're kind of whatever, but this is a time not to be like that. Don't be too trusting. Watch what you're sharing with people. Because I feel like there's someone around you who, like, this person can't be trusted. And we heard a friend of a long standing. Some of you could have like an ex, or you could have a husband or somebody who's causing you problems financially. You've got to be smart now. Okay. Okay. So we do have the Lovers card coming up. So if you're dealing with the Gemini, okay. But some of you could be dealing with the Gemini who's got issues, because you had the Seven of Swords with the Five of Swords. This is like a Jekyll and Hyde. I feel like this is somebody who, like, they're in and out, they're hot and cold. 1 minute they love you, next minute they don't. So I get like a love-hate relationship. Okay. I think it's a week to, like, really just listen to your intuition. But I'm also getting someone's just done. So if your behaviour has not been good, someone's done with you. Like, this person feels like you just don't provide any kind of security, any kind of loyalty. They're just done. Okay. So for some of you Aries men, I think it might be time to move on, or someone's moving on from you. This, like, you don't provide anything for this person. This person just feels alone. I know this sounds bad, but that's what I'm actually getting. I'm getting someone who's lost respect. And I think love is important, but respect is foundational. And this is why you're looking at a shithole of societies. You're looking at a mess of humanity, because respect has been lost for our history, for our hierarchy, for our authority. Respect is just gone. And without respect, you've got none. So what I'm getting here is someone has lost respect for somebody, and in turn love. And it could be for the Aries man, like, it might be a Gemini woman. Like, you didn't show up for this woman at her lowest. You know, she's watched you over time. I feel like this was a woman who really loved you. She saw the potential for a lasting connection, but she's watched you over time. And I feel like this is someone who's been through a very difficult year. And as a man, you just have not been there. And some of you, that's a big message for you as well. Like, why have motherfuckers around? They're not there. They're not there. Yeah, they're there, but they're not there, right? They're not at the end of a call when you're losing it. They're not there. You've got props in your life, not humans. You know? You got people who look good, like, they fill up numbers, but they're not your soul people. They're not the motherfuckers you can go to when you're falling apart and you can rely on. So this could be you. That's how you feel about the people in your life. It could also be that's how they feel about you. I feel like someone's really shown who they are, and someone's true colours will be revealed this week, or they've been revealed. Okay, but there's also a strong message to, if you're an Aries and you're just doing you, maybe you're famous, because Six of Wands can be someone who's famous. I do get people who are looking to to pull you down. Like, this can be trying to close down your platform, it can be trying to stop you speaking, it can be trying to stop you moving forward and growing. I'm getting someone who wants a person out of a location, or they want someone out of a job. And honestly, I've coached people all over the world, and some of them have the absolute audacity to say to me, yeah, I really worked to get them so that they couldn't speak anymore. You're talking about unhinged people who are living through people, who are trying to play God. And if they can speak on a platform, or if they can have a job, it's fucked up. And you're talking about basic Daves and basic Karens, absolute losers. They failed at their dreams, they're isolated, they're unhappy. So they just want to do everything to burn the world to the ground. And you need to start taking these people seriously. Because in the age of wokeism, in the toxicity we live in, they're getting a lot of power, and they're doing it. They did it to my channel, they did it to a lot of other people's. But the other side of the coin is it's about being smart with these people. Being smart with these people. Being prepared, not acting foolish, not being reactive, not acting angry. That's a message for you this week. Someone's trying to get you angry. They're trying to get a reaction from you because there's something that they want to achieve. It could be getting you out of a job. It could be getting you banned on a platform. Like, there's something that they want to achieve this week, and you need to be smart. Okay, some years right now, I think you need to approach someone to speak to somebody because you're feeling really, just by life, just by what this year has been, just by what people are, you're about to blow. And you need to think through the consequences, because are these people worth it? Is this momentary feeling worth it? But something is ending. Either you're ending it because you've seen through people, you've seen someone for who they are, or they're ending it with you because they've seen through you and they can see who you are. But all is being exposed for you this week. And I think there's red flags everywhere. There's red flags. You need to be careful in your actions and your words now. There's red flags that your job's not secure. There's red flags in a connection that this person is not what they appear to be. So that's the message. Check out your other signs if you want to book in a personal, if you want to book in your 2025. It's available on the website. I'll speak to you soon.